Welcome to Uncommon Analysis. There's a lot to talk about today, so let's see if we can get it all in. There's a lot going on. As you know, Trump's been just going at it full bore, implementing his agenda, the things he promised he would do. He is not, unlike his first term, bogged down by listening to a bunch of establishment Republicans trying to reel him in and not giving him good advice and undercutting him. He has shown up, knows what he's doing, and has every intention to deliver and doing everything in his power to do it. Whether you like it or not, that's what he's doing. He's going at it full bore. So needless to say, it's caused just absolute breakdowns and chaos on the left that I can't even begin to explain. Some of the most important ones would be right now RFK Jr.'s confirmation is going on. I'm sure there'll be fireworks from that. That's comical. 2008 when Barack Obama won the White House, the entire left was just all Twitter-pated that RFK might be in Obama's cabinet and excited about it. And now the same person is apparently a pariah and the worst one of the worst people on the planet, and just crazy. So that's where the left is, and that's where the left will always be. But with the deportations and other things going on, there's all kinds of... The left is now starting its counterattack, and it's going the same old playbook, right? Oh, my God, they're all victims. Wah, 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 cry, cry, cry. We're terrible. Fortunately, a lot of that's being smacked down, but it doesn't mean they're not doing it. As you know, Trump put a ban on, or a freeze on, federal loans and disbursements on certain things. And of course, the left has gone absolutely poop crazy, lying out their butts about what happened. I know you've probably seen there are claims all over the place that people aren't going to get their Social Security payments, people aren't going to get their student loans. It's total nonsense. I've seen the student loan one all over social media today in the last couple of days. But here's the truth, guys. This is from CNBC, hardly a hard right-wing ad place. And this is not a hard right-wing place saying, no, that ain't how it works, guys. Student loan payments are coming. It's fine. So when you see somebody posting that crap on social media, they're just an ignorant leftist who didn't bother to even do basic Googling before they saw a meme that fit their narrative, and they're just being whipped into a frenzy over lies, which is all they've done for 9 years. On the deportation thing, of course, here we go. Sacramento Bee. This is an opinion piece, so I'll give you the credit that at least believe it's opinion. They're trying to go back. There was a plane crash where deported some migrants, illegals, in 77 years ago, right? So they're trying to play immigration's horrible, deportation's horrible, it's inhumane, yada, yada, yada. Well, you know what's inhumane? Let's talk about what's inhumane. You know what's inhumane? This kind of crap is inhumane.
Where more than 40 migrants have been found dead inside a tractor trailer. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Daniela Guzman. Those migrants were found inside of a trailer on Quintana Road near Cason Drive on the southwest side of San Antonio. Let's go to Bill Spencer live right now in the newsroom with the very latest on this investigation. Bill?
Keith and Daniela, at this very moment, a virtual army of investigators from U.S. Customs, the Border Patrol, Texas Rangers, Homeland Security, and San Antonio Police are on the scene of this horrific disaster taking place right now on Quintana Road near Cason Road in southwest San Antonio. At this point, San Antonio Police are saying at least 46 people are dead, all found in the back of an 18-wheel semi-tractor trailer.
All right, let's talk about that. That was a couple years ago. This is under Biden's watch, right? This catch and release, this open border crap. This is inhumane. And this isn't an isolated incident. It's just one I found randomly. This is, as anybody's been paying attention, this is not a one-time thing, right? Let's talk about this. You want to talk about that? Let's talk about this.
Trafficking is one of the greatest humanitarian crises of our lifetime. In the 5 minutes I speak today, men, women, and children are being sold, exploited, and brutalized within our borders. As a Hispanic mother, this crisis is deeply personal to me. I have witnessed firsthand the unimaginable suffering experienced by migrants on both sides of the U.S.-Mexico border. In one interview I conducted, a local resident whose property straddles the border told me about the screams of women and children he hears, including just 2 days before my visit. I walked these very paths, and I found discarded clothing, personal belongings, and chilling evidence of brutal assaults, all under the control of ruthless cartels like the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. No one passes through without their approval. Among the discarded items, I found IDs, many belonging to children, some real, others forged or burned. One was the passport of a 5-year-old Colombian girl. A haunting reminder of the dangers these children face. Traffickers erase migrant identities to smuggle them in under false names. In an interview with a former Sinaloa cartel affiliate, he revealed how cartels use advanced technology to forge documents and erase children's identities before crossing into the U.S. Tragically, the horrors don't end at the border. The very system meant to protect vulnerable children has become a trafficking pipeline. An OIG report recently revealed that 324,000 unaccompanied children processed at the border are currently accounted for. Policies from the Biden-Harris administration prioritizing speed over safety have placed children with unvetted sponsors, increasing their risk. Furthermore, this administration's decision to eliminate DNA testing to verify familial relationships has created dangerous loopholes which traffickers are now currently aware of and actively exploiting. A young girl who arrived at the border in the custody of individuals claiming to be her family was bruised, disoriented, and in pain. Medical examinations revealed that she had been raped, yet she was sent back to her abusers because no verification was done to confirm her guardianship. This is not an isolated case, but a glaring failure of the system, leaving children in the hands of those who exploit them.
I'm not even going to let this go on because it's just one of many. This is the kind of crap. So don't give me this dehumanization nonsense, right? Don't give me it, but that's where the left is. They're going to try everything in the world. They're going to find every loophole. Wham, 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 pity, 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 tug at the heartstrings nonsense. What we have had going on in this country, particularly regarding the border under Biden-Harris and Obama before him, is insufferable. It's inexcusable. These people are evil. They know this is going on. They don't care. They do things to allow it and encourage it. So don't try to lecture me or anyone else now that we're finally doing something about this, that, oh, aren't these poor people? I have empathy. I do. I understand you're from a poor country. I can't blame them for wanting to come here and make a better life for themselves. I don't. And the United States is not an unwelcoming country. We let in millions of legal immigrants every single year. But don't sit there and try to play the sob story when illegals get deported, particularly violent illegals. Because, like it or not, this is what's going on. And you're ignorant to it. The left is ignorant and blind to it. Just like they were ignorant and blind just to immigration in general, legal immigration. The greatest move, the most brilliant move ever done on this topic in the last decade has to be when they started busing these people into the deep blue cities. Because then these people, these out-of-touch morons, had to actually see the effects of it. Because it wasn't affecting them. New York, Chicago, they didn't care. LA maybe because they're close to the border. But New York, Chicago, they didn't care. D.C., they don't care. Some little border town of 10,000 people on the borders being overrun by cartels and illegal immigrants, and their services are being just sucked up. They can't function. Their schools are being overrun. Their roads are being... everything. They don't have the resources. They don't care. It doesn't affect New York. Oh, so they could tell the lies they told. Remember lies? Oh, it's a right-wing invention. The Republicans are just made it up. It's a talking point. Score political points. These people are evil. But that's what they're doing right now. They're going to go kind of every sob story that they can come and find to try to create empathy. And there will be mistakes. I'm not stupid. There will be mistakes. Okay? Whenever you do anything in large scale, cracks are going to happen. Mistakes are going to happen. But those mistakes do not mean you stop doing what you're doing. The laws need to be enforced. But I guarantee you when that first mistake happens, when that first American gets rounded up, right, accidentally in one of these raids or something, you better believe they're going to make a federal case out of it. Yet this, they ignore. Children being sexually trafficked into the United States, and have been, and they know what's going on. The media ignores it. Insufferable. Oh, what else we got now? So that's those two things. Let's go over here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. This is on MSN today, right? MSN.com. Let's see. 500 Big Lots stores could close under Trump. Yes, Trump's been president for 7 days, 8 days. This is 8th day, right, since he was sworn in. It's his 8th day as president. Big Lots has been on the edge of bankruptcy for years now, but it's Trump's fault. They're using the same playbook as always. Fake news and lies. And unfortunately, there's a good segment of their supporters who just buy it. Like I just said, the whole student loan nonsense, right? Which we've already talked about. Oh my goodness, he's shutting it. Not true. But you better believe every left-wing person I know on my feed has got something related to student loans not getting their money or some other group not getting their money, which is not true. Demonstrably not true. But they're all up in arms, and they're going to whip them up because they don't care. The left wants them in a frenzy. The truth doesn't matter just as long as they're irritated and agitated. That's all they care about. All right. So just be aware, guys. This is going to happen. This is what they're trying to do. They think it's still 1980 or 2000 or 2008 where they had control of the narrative. They're going to use their machine to try to take care of the narrative. They're going to try to spin every little thing that they can find as horrific, and this whole thing's wrong, and everything Trump's doing is wrong, and they're going to try to whip everybody up. And most of it's going to be lies, just like last time. They were effective at it last time. Remember last time when Trump was in office? Oh, the whole separating families, right? Even though it had been going on since the Obama years. And they whipped everybody up into a frenzy, and not one of them was rational about it. You're an American citizen. You're driving in your car. You have a warrant for your arrest. The cops pull you over. You have your children in your car. Are your children going to jail with you? Of course not. You're going to be separated from your children. Don't get his family, but that's what they did. And then you had AOC with her little photo op in her white pants, crying her crocodile. The same playbook. They're going to keep doing it. Fortunately, the internet has blown up. There are people out there telling the truth and calling them on this crap right now. And I don't think that genie's going back in the bottle. But doesn't mean they're not going to stop trying, guys. So be aware of it. Keep an eye out for it. Watch for it to continue happening, because they're gonna do this full court press that everything going on here is the worst thing in the world. It's insane. They're just not in touch with reality, and we have to unify. Say screw you. You have to do just like what J.D. Vance did on Sunday. I really don't care. Yes, the laws. You break the laws. You break the law. It's not that hard. You come here illegally, you've broken the law. Yes, there is a difference between somebody who came here illegally and has not been violent and a violent criminal, sure. But they're all criminals. You've all violated immigration law. You can't run from that. You can't hide from that. It is insane. The United States is probably the only country in the world where we had a political administration that did not enforce the law. And openly said they weren't going to enforce the law. You don't find this kind of behavior in any other country. No country in Europe would behave this way. You want to try to go to Canada and get a job in Canada as a U.S. citizen? Go try it. Go cross the border and say you're going there to work and see what happens. It's insane. All right, guys. I guess that's enough for now. Tomorrow I suspect there'll probably be some highlights from the RFK nomination that we'll probably go through and maybe some other stuff. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a great one. I am out.